Hi everyone, I'm Smriti. Welcome. Today's class is titled Peace, Love, and Pilates. Our goals and intention with today's class is to move for peace and love for ourselves, for the beautiful people around our world. I truly believe the healing and empowering benefits that we gain from our Pilates practice not only benefits us, but those around us, our family, our friends, our community, and the rest of the world. As you show up with more clarity, confidence, strength, freedom, and love. While today's class is a full body Pilates, there is a little bit more of a focus in the shoulders, the upper back, the neck, and the glutes. These are often the parts of the body that we are starting to see more imbalances or struggle with in current modern day society as we spend more time using smartphone or computer or seated, oftentimes rounding our posture or creating weaknesses in different parts of our body. So these are parts of the body that need a little bit more love and care, and we're here to take care of that today. So let today's class be a big loving hug for yourself to heal and thrive in your life. You'll complete today's class feeling invigorated to take on the rest of your day with more energy, peace, and love for yourself and others. Let's go ahead and get started. Let's start seated with your legs crossed or any comfortable position that feels good for your body here, and just rest your hands by your side. Take a moment to find a nice tall posture, lengthening the spine up towards the ceiling and bringing the shoulders right over the hips, softening the gaze and closing your eyes for a moment, taking a full breath in, filling up the lungs with fresh air, and full breath out, softening that breath out through the nose or the mouth. Deep breath in. Imagine your lungs fill up with fresh air. And exhale, softening the neck, softening the jawline, and letting go of anything that's not serving you today. Breathing in lots of love in. And breathing out lots of love out. Deep breath in, really feeling the breath reach into your ribs, stretching the body. And as you breathe out, letting go of any tension or worries or your to-do list. Let that just stay out for now as we take this time to focus on you, to recharge your mind, body, and spirit. And now think of one person who would benefit from you having this time on the mat for your Pilates practice. And as you exhale, let out a big exhale, feeling more centered, finding your intention for yourself here, and gently opening the eyes for a neck stretch. Gently tilt your head towards one side of the shoulder, so pick your side. And from there, you're going to bring that arm on the same side up and away onto the ground. Not necessarily up and away on towards the ground, so stretching here. And then bring the head back to the center and bring the hand back on your lap. So turning the head to one side, mindful the shoulders are stacked over the hip, and then stretch that arm out on the other side, creating that stretch along the neck and the shoulders. And then bring the head back and return the hand back in. From here, tilt the head to the shoulder, jawline up towards the ceiling, head stays back, make sure it's not coming forward, it stays back, and then reaching that same arm out as far as you can, up and away, creating length. And then bring the head back, hand comes back, other hand. So from here, tilting the head, gazes forward and stretch out the arm. Go to a point of stretch without strain. And then bring the head back and return the hand to the side. One more time. The head tilts and reach out. I did the same side, but that's all right. You can do the same side. We'll make it even, no worries. And then bring the head back and the hand back, other side. So tilting, stretching. Think about reach up and away into a diagonal, and the hand reaches down and away. Breathe there. Mindful not to hold our breath. Breathe naturally and then bring the head back in and hand back onto the lap, going into our spine twist with Cactus Arm. So from here, bring the elbows into a 90 degrees side by side, aligning with the shoulder. Gently rotate to one side. So exhale out all the air and then inhale back to center. Twist and rotate, spiraling the spine up towards the ceiling. And in. This is a beautiful way of releasing tension from the ribs, from the upper back area and the shoulders. Oftentimes we are rounded, so this is a great opportunity to just wring out that tension and realign the spine, bringing back balance and health to our body. Let's go one more time. Exhale out all the air and then inhale to your middle and last side. Twist and rotate, keep the hips down and back to your center. Lower the hands down and let's go on to our kneeling position. From here, come on to kneeling. Your knees are right underneath the hips and the wrist is right underneath the shoulders. From here, just stack the spine up. You have a long spine. Your head is in line with your spine. So check in. It's nice to have a mirror nearby if you have one to check that alignment. And from here, we're going to go into shoulder protraction and retraction. So really think about separating those fingertips wide, patting, touching down from your palms. Plug the arms into your shoulder girdle and then press the palms into the ground to build that strong back. From here, you're going to let the chest fall between the two arms, keeping that head in line with the spine, and then lift the chest up so you have more of a wide shoulder as you come up, stretching the shoulder, and then glide down, head in line with the spine, beautiful, and then lift right back up. You're doing awesome. And feel that stretch along the shoulders, feels so good, right? And then lift right back up, going into that more of a wide spread, and the scapula comes a little bit more together, stretching the shoulders, and then bring it back, rounding a little bit, creating more, think about more of a stretch from right to left. And then bring the spine back into neutral, going into a spine and rib rotation. From here, you're going to take the closest hand towards me and place it behind your head. So you're going to start with one hand down, and you're going to rotate the ribs, rotate the torso and the spine looking up. So arching up, and then round, curl, and reach the elbow to the other elbow in the back. So twist and rotate, opening the ribs, stretching the back and the shoulders, and close it back in. One more time. Twist and rotate. Feels so good. And then bring it back. Closing here. And then bring it back into the middle, and let's go to the other side. So realign the spine here, plug the arms into the shoulders and palms into the ground. Bring the other hand behind the neck. We're going to start with that, going into our rotating up, looking up towards the sky, and then rotating the rib cage, bringing the elbow to the other elbow. So if you need to bend your elbows a little bit, you can. I needed that for that one. So let's see if I can do it. Focus more on the rotation of the ribs and the torso rather than the neck. Twisting and rotating. Love and care for your body. Last one. And back to your center. Bring both hands back on the mat. And come up to seated. Swing the legs forward. And we're going to roll down onto the mat. Straighten both legs on the mat. Let's bring the legs, let's go ahead and bend it in. So legs are slightly bent and place your hands on the thighs or reach forward and roll down vertebra by vertebra, articulating the spine down onto the ground. Bend the knees in. From here, place your hands on the mat. We're going to go into a shoulder bridge prep here, but bring the feet a little bit further away than you typically do, away from the knees, because we're going to focus a little bit more on the glutes and the hamstring firing up. So this back side of the body is often the areas that we need to build more strength, create more balance. And from here, we're going to go into a straight lift up from your shoulders to your knees. You're a straight line. Automatically, you feel the activation of the glutes and the hamstring, and then we're going to articulate to come down. vertebra by vertebra by vertebra, and pelvis back into neutral. Now, if this didn't feel good on your knees, you can bring your feet a little closer towards your glutes. For more of a challenge and it feels okay on your knees, you're gonna bring the heels away from the glutes. From here, press the palm down, lift the pelvis up towards the ceiling. So place your hands behind the pelvis and stretch the pelvis away towards the knees. So getting that activation there. Then bring the arms up and place them on the mat, making it into a wide V. We're focusing a little bit more on the shoulders, and articulate the spine down, making sure those kneecaps are facing forward and not side by side as you articulate the spine down vertebra by vertebra, feeling that opening and stretch through the upper back, and lift right back up and roll down. Track those legs straight and forward as you massage the spine down. Beautifully done. And lift up and unwind the spine. Melt the spine and pelvis back into neutral. Return your hands to the side, making a letter T. Bring your right leg into tabletop and left leg into tabletop. So I'm going to face my palm up, and if this feels uncomfortable on your shoulders, you can also bring it a little closer in. So we're going to glue the inner thighs together and really press the scapula down onto the mat as we twist, going into that supine spine twist. Twist and rotate the pelvis. Try to keep the shoulders glued as you rotate, and then bring it back to center. So you go only as far as you can while maintaining that scapula. So this is as far as I can go today. Being mindful we're not holding on to the neck. Activate those abdominals to twist and rotate and center. And twist and rotate and center. Let's do one more each way. Really feel that upper back activated. We're building strength, we're building mobility, all good things. And back to your center. Place your hands behind your head, so lower part of your head. Elbows are wide to the side. We're gonna go into a neck curl here. From here, scoop those abdominals in and up. Lengthen through the top of the head. Reach the head up and over to look at your abdomen. Take a peek. And roll the spine down vertebra by vertebra. So we're really thinking about length rather than a crunch for this one, right? So not a regular crunch that you might have seen before. We're doing Pilates. So we scoop the belly, lengthen the spine up and over, the ribs slightly tilts back, and roll back down. Breathe in and breathe out to come up. Peek at the belly and roll back down. From here, we're going to tilt the pelvis one side. From here, we're going to go into a curl with this hip rotation. So you exhale up and inhale down. Engaging those obliques, strengthening those abdominals. And reach up and over, press those inner thighs together. Modification, you can keep your feet down. Two more. Last one. And lower the head. Bring the feet back to your middle. Press those inner thighs together and twist and rotate to the other side. So from here, imagine the two legs have glued onto each other so they don't move. And then you exhale, reach up and over, wringing out the waistline like a wet towel. Exhale and inhale. Do your version. If you can't go as far, then just come up to a point where you feel challenged. While being safe, exhale out all the air. Do your version. This is your practice, your self-care time. And let's do two more. Last one. And center. Bring the legs back to your middle. Bend the knees in and give yourself a good hug. Bending the knees, hugging the shin in. Put a smile on your face. Take a deep breath in, full breath out. And lower the legs. Let's turn over sideways to face me. And you're going to bring yourself to the back edge of the mat. From here, going into our side kick series here, you're gonna come onto your forearm. So bringing the shoulders over the elbow, and if you need to modify a little bit, you can as well to change the hand position. So from here, if you're not able to get on your elbow or forearm, you can also go all the way down with your head down and arm out. So from here, I like to go into this position today. As we talked about, we're focusing a little bit more on the shoulder area and upper back area. And you're gonna bend the knees so they're out into slightly diagonal with bent knee. Stacking that spine up, lift the underside here. So you're lifting here, reaching out, tall through the crown of your head, tall through the back of the tailbone. From here, we're going into our clamshell. So open and close. Going right into those glutes, right? I promised you glutes. And here it is, building strong glutes. Open and close. Option to go up if you like for a little bit more of a challenge. Last one. Close. Going into knee stir. So bring the leg up. This is like a leg circle. So you're going to circle the leg back, around and in, while maintaining that upper body still. Around and in. You can even place your hands in front of your ribs to make sure they're not popping forward or back if you'd like. Last one. And reverse, going the other way. So stirring in. Hips stay stacked, leg moves in the joint, making sure you check in here. I was starting to hunch, so I had to lift myself up. Last one, and in and lower the leg, beautifully done. Going into our bicycle here, so just restack the spine if you've adjusted or moved like I had. From here, you're gonna go ahead and straighten that top leg out, and we're gonna swing the leg forward, flex the foot, bend the knee, and shift back. So kick forward, bend, and extend. Stretch it out. Kick, bend, and extend and reach back. Last one, keeping the upper body still, around and back. Now we're going to do the reverse. So we're going to bend the knee, bring the knee to the chest, flex the foot as you straighten and reach back. So imagine you're riding a big bicycle, keeping the upper body still. Stay long and lifted in your upper body. Last one, and in, and stack the legs. From here, we're gonna come up into our upright position, and we're gonna cross over that leg we just worked on, going into like a V position here. If you're not able to get into this position, you can even make it wider. So find a version that works for you. Perhaps it's here. Lengthen your spine forward into a diagonal from your tailbone to your head here, a straight line. And walk your hands forward to help you stretch into that diagonal. So we're here for a stretch. We're not letting the spine collapse here. Just keep that length through the top of the head, through the tailbone as you reach forward, gently pressing down onto the lower body with the upper body, stretching the glutes. Take a big breath in here. And big breath out, softening the shoulders. Allow your body to release any tension. We're here for 5 more counts. 4, 3, 2, 1. And walk your hands back towards your legs and sit up tall. Let's go to the other side. So laying down, side laying position, on your forearm position, lift the ribs off the mat. Think about really plugging the arms into the shoulders. Knees are bent into diagonal. And from here, we go into clamshell as we open and close. Opening the leg in the hip socket, working on that external rotation. You're doing awesome. Stick with me. You got this. Breathe. Above all, breathe. Don't hold your breath. Put a smile on your face. Last one, and close. Going into knee stir. Bring that top leg up hip height and stir the leg back, around and in. So as we stir, we're working on improving the flexibility and mobility of our hips and our glutes while also building strength. All bonuses for our body, right? Great way of showing love and care for our body. Let's make this our last. Around and in. Now reverse, going the other way. Around and in, out, around and in. Check to make sure your head is in line with your spine, looking straight forward. Stirring in. Last one. And in. From here, stack the legs. And check in with your posture. So we bring that shoulder over shoulder. And straighten that top leg out. From here, going into your bicycle, swing the leg forward. Bend the knee. Shift the thigh back. So you're stretching that thigh back. Straighten the leg back behind you. Kick forward, bend, and reach back with the thigh. Reach with the heel. Feeling that length. And flex. Last one. Kick, bend, reach back, and straighten. Now we're going to do the opposite. So you're going to kick back, bend the knee, heel to your bottom, and straighten the leg forward. Kick back, heel to your bottom, and reach back forward. Reaching back, and out. Stay lifted. Last one, as you go back, hold, bend, and extend, and bend in, and stack the leg. Come up to seated. Bend that top knee across and over that leg. And you might feel enough stretch right here. I'm already feeling it. For a little bit more, you can go forward with a lengthened spine and just stretch down onto the legs and the hips, the glutes. Breathe and letting go of any tension there. 3, 2, 1. Walk the hands back towards your legs. Uncross your leg, going into our kneeling side kick series. From here, stack those knees right underneath the hip socket. Bring one leg out to the side. So imagine I'm pulling that thigh away from the hip socket, and you're going to lower your hand down, wrist right underneath the shoulder. Other hand goes up or behind the neck. From here, you're going to lift that top leg up and down. So I like to just check in first, scoop the belly a little more, and up and down. Lift and lower. Eyes look forward. 3, 2, last one. Lower that leg and stretch the upper arm up and over as you slightly rotate the torso to look up towards the ceiling. Breathe. And rotate this torso forward. Lower the hand down. Bring that knee right underneath the other hip. And let's go to the other side. So swing that leg out. Length there. And with control and grace, lower that hand down underneath the wrist. Hand behind your up. Really checking to make sure you're all secure there first. From here, going into your up and down, lift and lower. Up and down. Reach the pelvis forward as the leg stretches out and away from the pelvis. You're doing amazing. This is tough. If you're not able to get in your knees, you can also do this side lying position at the back edge of the mat as well. Last one, lower that leg, reach the upper arm up and over first, and twist and rotate the torso to look up towards the ceiling. I got sunshine in my face. I'll take it. And then rotate forward, and then bring your body back upright, coming on to kneeling position. From here, come onto your hands and knees. Legs are hip distance apart, and really separate those fingertips wide onto the mat. Set the shoulders down your back. From here, you're going to tuck your toes under and press up into a V position with your body. So the pelvis goes back and the heels are hovering. So I need to walk my legs out. You might need to as well. Going into that V pyramid position, holding it here, making sure the padding on your fingertips are helping you balance. And we're going to go into a push-up position here. So focusing a little bit more on that upper back. We're going to bend the elbows to the side and press up. Tailbone is reaching out into a diagonal. Bend and extend. Keep your head in line with your spine as you bend and extend. Keep the tailbone back. I was adjusting too much there. And out. You got this. I believe in you. And you got to believe in yourself, right? So push yourself while listening to your body and honoring your body. One more time. And out. Beautiful. Stretch the tailbone back a little bit more. Bend the knees towards the mat. Your knees are right underneath the hips. And reach your arms forward into a diagonal. So your top of your feet are pressing on the mat. And you're going to walk your arms back forward. So from your tailbone to your arms, you're a straight line going into the shoulder stretch. So it kind of looks like a rest position, but we're focusing a little bit more on the shoulders and the chest, opening them. Breathe here. Tailbone is reaching long and back, stretching the glutes as well here. Breathe. You can adjust the hand position to come a little closer towards your head if it feels uncomfortable on your shoulders there. And we'll be here for 3 more counts. And walk the hands a little bit closer towards you and walk the hands out towards the corner of one side corner going into that side stretch. Keep reaching your tailbone back into that diagonal. The shins are pressing down towards the mat as the rib stretches up and over, the shoulder stretches. And now walk over to the other side. So keep that length in that spine and then stretch on the ribs. Keep reaching your tailbone back. The hip stays over the knees. So I had to check in there. Check yourself there too if you need to. Allow the shoulders to stretch here. Not holding on to anything, not tensing up on any muscles. Let the breath help you breathe and open up your body. Walk your hands back towards the middle of the mat and come down onto your stomach here. From here, bring the hands side by your side, right outside of your pelvis. And from here, rest the forehead on the mat. So glide the shoulders away from the ears. And from here, press the pelvis down, press the legs down as you go up into a swan, looking like a dart. So this is a variation of the swan. Slide the scapula down, head in line with your spine, and exhale out all the air as you lower. Inhale, lift the upper back, head, neck, and the shoulder. Really good way of building strength in your posture. And then roll down, breathing out all the air. One more time. Breathe in, slide the palms towards your toes. And now bring them out to the side, make a letter T. Hands right outside of your shoulders and reach those arms forward. Circle the arms back towards your feet, straight arm. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders or right outside and lower your body back down. Hands right outside the shoulder, press the pelvis down, elbows track back. Inhale, lift. Rise up, bring the breath into the body and lower your body. And let's add the arm movement for this next one. Inhale, lift, hover the arms up, straighten the arms forward, reach the arms back towards the pelvis and lift a little higher. Head is in line with your spine, hands right underneath and lower your body back down. Breathe out. Tuck your toes under, come on to kneeling and press back into a rest pose here, stretching your lower back and your hips. You can do a wide knee position here if that feels better on your body here. Breathe into the stretch. Let your body just melt into the mat. Allow it to fully support you. Walk your hands back towards your knees and stack the spine back up. Bring your left leg forward into a bent knee position in a lunge. From here, bring the hands to the hips. Press that back leg away as you rise up. Bring back leg forward, going into a hip hinge here. So from here, legs are hip distance apart. And shoulders right over the hips. The heels are right underneath the hips. Reach your arms forward as you hinge back like you're about to sit in a chair. And straighten the spine back up. Inhale. And then exhale to rise up. So you're thinking about pressing on the heels to lift yourself up. Engaging the glutes. Lower and lift. Head is in line with the spine. And up. And lift right back up. Sit back and rise right back up. You can modify this to go slower, smaller range of motion, whatever keeps you moving forward and rising and shining, right? So the shoulders stay in alignment as the arms go back. Last one, and up. And let's go ahead and go into facing me if you are facing the other way from your legs are hip distance apart. And bring the arms up, all the way up towards the ceiling, and arch the upper back. As you look up, head in arch position, but not crooked back there, so we're just slightly looking up, and bring the elbows to the side. And bring the arms up, and bring that head in line with your spine. Like a standing swan, take a deep breath in, arch the upper back, the neck follows, so does the head, bend the elbows to the side, feeling that activation through the whole body, especially the upper back. Arms return, and head back in line with your spine. One last time. Arching the upper back, bend the elbows into your cactus arm, elbows come back, straighten the arms up, bring the head in line with your spine, lower the hands back down, hands rest by your side, close the eyes, take a full breath in, and full breath out. Deep breath in, feeling the body filled with energy, peace, and love, and exhale, softening the muscles and letting go of any tension. And take this moment to acknowledge what you've accomplished here today. Congratulate yourself on working towards your intention for yourself, showing up for yourself, and remembering that this time here on the mat not only benefits you, but those around you. And now think of one thing you love about yourself, whatever it may be. It could be something small, something big. Take time to acknowledge yourself and give credit for yourself. Take a deep breath in, lots of love in, and full breath out, lots of love out, and open the eyes. Congratulations, you did it. I'm so proud of you. You completed today's Peace, Love, and Pilates. I'm so proud of you. Keep up the great progress you got going, and I can't wait to see you back on your mat very soon. Thank you for sharing your time and energy with me. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel so you don't miss out on future videos. Help others discover our community and support Pilates Nest. And I'll see you in the next video.